I'd like to take you back where you belong. Bum bum bum, Rosie. Oh, Rosie, are we on? Are we on? Are we live? Are we there this week? Let's just find out. Do my usual checks. If you're coming through, that is. Are you coming through? Buggery. I don't know. Are you there, you pensioners? Right, okay. Buggery. I don't know. I waffle on like this. I actually talk to myself a lot, believe it or not. You might not believe that, but it's true. And, yeah, so if you're there, let me know. Sign up in the comments. Double-click the screen now if you're on Facebook, and it should come big. If you double-click it, and down the side is all the comments, and then you can see yourself, and I'll give you a shout-out. Eric Vickers is there. Hopefully, the battery's charged up. I'll see you tomorrow night if you're there. My battery went flat in my car last time. So welcome, Eric. Hope you're well. Now, what have I been doing this week? Well, causing a bit of a stir, a bit of trouble, as usual. And Trevor's in the house. How's it going, Trev? Hope you're well. And I've been writing songs. And as a songwriter, of course, can't help myself. Something happens and I have to dive in both feet first. And I have to have my say. And so I've done it. So now it's done. Because, you have to say what you think and say what you feel. And the thing is, it's something that it's only when you get older you realise why older people are grumpy bleeders. It's because when you get to a certain age, you realise all that back there has been done. And all you've got left is that little bit to go. And so you do get to a point where you don't give a stuff. You just say it how it is. And that's it. And a lot of people think, oh, he's a grumpy old bastard, or she's a grumpy old bastard. But you do get to a point where you can't be asked anymore. You can't be asked flowering it up and making it pretty. And, you say it as it is. You say the truth. You say what you feel, rightly or wrongly. And that's the thing with free speech. What you say is what's on your mind and in your heart. And you say what you mean, or you don't say it at all. Because the thing with free speech is, of course, everybody's got the right and should have the right to free speech, to say what they think and what they feel. And the caveat to that is that whatever you say, you've got to stand by. Whatever you say, you've got to take the responsibility for those words. So when you say something, you might get a rational response or argument. You might get a smack in the mouth. But either way, that sort of hones things down and balances things out. And that's how people don't say things they shouldn't. That's how you learn. But of course now we've got this, oh, let's all be friends. Let's all be nice. Let's all be twee, but don't say anything that hurts me feelings, because and all that bollocks. And it is bollocks, because at the end of the day, we're all walking on eggshells now. And this is a thing. And of course this week, dare I mention it, we've had the Gwyn thing, yeah? The Andrew Gwyn WhatsApp saga, of which I wrote a song about, and I'm going to play it for you in a minute. But, them people on there have been elected by the electorate, by the constituents. And they've got the right to free speech. They've got the right, just like everybody else, to be fair. You might be an MP, you might be a councillor, but you've got the right to say what you want. But you bear the responsibility of what you say. So when you slag pensioners off and hope that they die early, and you slag your constituents off and say they're scruffy, and the kids will swim in shit, and that kind of thing, well, you know, you bear responsibility, you take it in the face, because if you want to say that kind of thing, that's fine. But the thing is, there's no real privacy in this technological world. And if you think that what you put and say and share on, and we're all guilty of it, we all crack the jokes we shouldn't, we all say the things we shouldn't, but at the end of the day, you know, you rolls your dice and you pays a price. And it's no good bleeding whinging afterwards when you lose your gravy train, is it, Andy? But, anyway, so, see who's else, is anybody else in the house? Nope, right, okay. Right, so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to do this one. And I'm going to try picking it because I've broke my thumbnail. And the thing is with guitarists, them are the 3 nails you have. Rest of them are sharp, but them are the ones. Them, because that's what you pick with. But when you break one, it's a big deal for a guitarist. Ooh, my nails broke. Cool. But there you go. Anyway, this one, hopefully I won't mess this up, but I've run it through it a few times, so let's hopefully get through it. But this one is, it's about homeless people and living on the streets of London. Have you seen the old man in a closed down market? He's picking up those papers in his worn out shoes. In his eyes you see no pride, in his hand held loosely by his side. Yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say to me that the sun doesn't shine. Well, let me take you by the hand and I'll walk you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that's bound to change your mind. Have you seen the old gal who walks the streets of London? There's dirt in her hair and her clothes are all in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking. And she's carrying her home in 2 carrier bags. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say to me that the sun doesn't shine. Let me take you by the hand and I'll lead you through those streets of London. I'll show you something that's bound to change your mind. At 11:15, I knew I'd bugger this up. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, some old man is sitting there all on his own. He's no time, looking through the world over the rim of his teacup. Each cup lasts an hour, then he wanders home alone. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say to me that the sun doesn't shine. Let me take you by the hand and I'll lead you through those streets of London. I'll show you something that's bound to change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? His memory's fading with those metal ribbons he wears. In our windy city, the rain cries little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that does not care. How can you tell me that you're lonely and you say to me that the sun doesn't shine? Let me take you by the hand and I'll lead you through the streets of Tameside. I'll show you something that's bound to change your mind. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say to me that the sun doesn't shine. Let me take you by the hand and I'll lead you through the streets of Tameside. I'll show you something that's bound to change your mind. There you go. A little bit buggering up there. It's funny because it doesn't take much to knock you off kilter, especially when you what's it called, when your thumbnail's not where you think it is, and it's one of them. Right, who else is in the house? Let's see if there's anybody else. I've just seen some names then, and they've gone again. It keeps telling me who's in, but it doesn't show. So please, just say hello. Tell me if my microphone is picking up and everything, and the guitar isn't overbearing, please, while you're on there. Yeah, so I bet you heard that. So there I was, like everybody else, on the Facebook group pages, and it all comes out about Andrew Gwynn and his wife Alison. And all the rest. Most of them have had the decency to resign. Which, to be fair, they got caught red-handed. It's like a shoplifter, isn't it, or a thief. You're caught. Hold your hands up. You're caught red-handed. You got your hand in the till. Just hold your hands up. At least keep some form of dignity. And that's what the councillors did. They were in on it, they heard it, they were saying it. And so they held their hands up, these councillors, and said, yeah, fair enough. But not Andrew Gwynn or Alison. Oh, no. Because they've allegedly buggered off to a house they own in the Lake District. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, whether it's right, but someone told me today, they own a house in the Lake District, and they've shut the curtains in the Denton house and buggered off up there. And you think, own a house up there as well as the one down south? I don't know. You tell me. Have a look. All of the expenses are on the government websites. So who knows? Anyway, so I wrote this song, and I put it on, and I thought, bugger it, I've got to do it. I always write comedy songs and satirical songs and that kind of thing, and parodies and that kind of thing. And I love doing it. And so I found it very, very easy to knock this song up in literally in 10 minutes flat. And then I was itching to record it, so I just recorded it, and this is it. So have a go with it.
Sausage, he should give himself a slap for slagging off those pensioners and ranting on WhatsApp. He and his wife Alison, they really had a ball with 130 grand to build their garden wall. Politicians always lie, that we understand, claiming their expenses while the poor and homeless starve, putting up the council tax and freezing out the old while they eat their lobster thermidor. They never feel the cold. No, they bloody don't, do they? No, it's not their fault. They are not to blame. They've no sense of decency and they've no sense of shame. Why should they give us stuff? Well, let me put it blunt. We're the balmy boogers who voted in these runts. We'll think of a better word. Politicians always lie, that we understand, claiming their expenses while the poor and homeless starve, putting up the council tax and freezing out the old while they eat their lobster thermidor. They never feel the cold. Politicians always lie, that we understand, claiming their expenses while the poor and homeless starve, putting up the council tax and freezing out the old while they eat their lobster thermidor. They never feel the cold. Bloody freezing in here. And who wins a sausage, he should give himself a slap for slagging off us pensioners and ranting on WhatsApp.
And there it was. Hopefully that came through. I've just been watching that now, and I've only just realised that this cap is like Del Boy's cap, isn't it? And that I had on, I got loads of hats, and this one, of course, looks like Granddad's, doesn't it? Del Boy, all right, wouldn't he? How's it going? What? So I never noticed before, but that's it's Grandad's bleeding out, isn't it? So there you go. So that's what I did, and yeah. So just a bit of satirical fun, and hopefully it won't get me in any trouble. I mean, who knows? Without my walking stick, you know I go insane. Can go outdoors in case it pours without my walking cane. Without my walking stick, I'd go insane. I can't look my best, I feel undressed without my walking cane. Must have my walking cane. If I ever left my house without my walking cane, well, that would be something I could never explain. The one thing that makes me click on Lover's Lane, I'd be for naught if I was caught without my walking cane. Without my walking stick, you know I go insane. I can't look my best, I feel undressed without my walking cane. I must have my walking stick, 'cause it may rain. Can't go outdoors just in case it pours without my walking cane. If I ever left my house without my walking cane, well, that would be something I could never explain. The only thing that's gonna make me click down Lover's Lane, I'd go for naught if I was up without my walking cane. My walking cane. There you go. That's an old song from 1800 and Frozen to Death, and yeah, one of my favourites. But there you go. So yeah, no, not do that one. Chuck changed his name to Charlene. I'll look for some. There's still one. Chain, Cactus Hills. Oh, I might. That's a one I've not done for ages. That one. In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, that's a place where I trace my bloodline, and it's there that I read on a hillside gravestone that you'll never leave calling. No, I'll not do that one. I've not done that for that bloody long. Oh yeah, there's one. That's on capo number 1. Right, we're going to do this one, and this is a little bit of blues for you. Little bit of the old blues. I'm dropping my harps. Oh. What's that one? That's the B flat. Right. So isn't that weird? The one harp I need is the one that drops out of my harp case. Hopefully there's not too much dust in this. I've not played these for a while. I got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. I got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. Well, when she starts loving, she never knows when to stop. I love my baby, I love her both night and day. Yes, I love my baby, I love her both night and day. But I'm so scared my lollipop gonna fade away. I got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. Yeah, big fat mama, she called me her lollipop. Well, when she starts loving, she never knows when to stop. Can't reach it. Got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. Got me a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. Well, now when she starts loving, she never knows when to stop. I got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. I got me a big fat mama, and she calls me her lollipop. Well, when she started loving, she never knows when to stop. Well, we rock in the morning, rock in the midnight too. Said we rock in the morning and rock in the midnight too. I don't want to complain, cause she might rock you too. Got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. I got me a big fat mama and she calls me her lollipop. But when she started loving, she never knows when to stop. I got a big fat mama and she calls me her lollipop. I got me a big fat mama and she calls me her lollipop. Well, when she started loving, she never knows when to stop. She's a big strong mama, lay steel on a railroad track. She's a big strong mama, lay steel on a railroad track. She got a hug like a bear, she almost broke my back. I got a big fat mama, she calls me her lollipop. I got me a big fat mama and she calls me her lollipop. When she starts loving it, never knows when to stop. I said, slow down, baby, baby, you're hurting me. I said, now slow down, baby, cause baby, you're hurting me. But I feel so good from my head down to my knees. Got a big fat mama, she called me her lollipop. Got me a big fat mama and she called me her lollipop. When she started loving, she never don't know. She never knows when to stop. There you go, big fat mama. How we doing? Right, we're on 28, so we're getting there. So, I hope you've enjoyed it this week. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream. And don't forget that, of course, every week, every Thursday evening, I'm here on Facebook with you. And I'm always doing my live streams on Facebook, and where did I put that in? Oh, it's there. Yeah, and I then load them up onto YouTube. So if you go onto YouTube and put in GJ Armstrong, you can find all of my live streams on YouTube. And you can watch all the old ones right back to the time when I first started. I didn't know my ass from my elbow and made loads and loads of mistakes. And I still make mistakes, on purpose, of course. And so, yeah. So you can find that out. And also check out my other YouTube channel, which is Out and About with GJ. And there's all sorts of candid footage there from my spy glasses. Walking around supermarkets and what have you, and all the rest of it. And also, there's a lot I've been putting on about me Moggy Miner, Ellie the Moggy Miner, because I'm working on that at the moment, and she's almost finished. So, yeah, so it's all good fun. And please subscribe and share this video. Share it. Excuse me, on the social medias, because it all helps the algorithms. So, until next week, I'm going to bid you farewell and say adios. Adios. My friends, it's time for me to go. And it's been a blast to see you all. And since we met and we first said hello, but now goodbye. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios, I have to leave to travel to somewhere that I have to be, to a place where rivers flow gently to the sea, the open sea. And the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Well, I've sang a song or two, and I played this old guitar, and I hope the words I've sang have touched your hearts. One day I will come back and I will sing for you. And the memories we've made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you're always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. I said the memories we made tonight will always be recalled in my mind. And my friends, you are always in my heart, and you will always be my kind. Adios, adios, adios. Till next week, adios, friends.